Hi, Jax. You coming to hang with me? Jax, can you say hi to everybody, please? Thank you. Hello, everyone. I have Jax here. So yesterday I uploaded a video about how I'm downsizing, and I spent a good portion of the time since getting everything organized. I'm about to start seaming things and starting to practice like draft eBay listings. I guess you can do that on eBay and then save them. You can see behind me I have bags and bags of stuff I've organized since my last video. The point of this video is to talk about success and what I believe holds people back from attaining it based on my experience. Mr. Jax is ready to go to help me sell stuff online so we can get our stuff in order as we downsize for retirement. This is just from my experience. This may not be what your experience is, but I think my experience holds some truth and value in helping others see where they are having trouble moving forward or attaining what they believe is success. I know exactly what my obstacles are, and in my prior videos I was talking about you have to cage your obstacles, meaning instead of looking at the obstacles and saying, I can't do this, I give up, look at the results first. Look to the results, and then whatever obstacles stand in your way, look at obstacles like a stepping stone. You can learn from them, but they can't block you. In my experience, what holds me back from my true potential, I come from a background where I was raised in a very strict home. In that raising, I also had loved ones surrounding me that were micromanaging, perfectionists, but they were also very successful people. In that wisdom came Hindrance. But having said that, I think my upbringing was a little too strict, a little too controlling, a little too sheltering. Do you relate? Were you a little too sheltered? Were you a little too controlled? Did you have freedom? And in that environment, what I grew to learn from it was resourcefulness. But in that environment, I also learned toxic guilt. Today in 2025, there's a lot of differences in the world than when I grew up. First of all, when I grew up, body shaming women was normal. People that shamed women were proud to shame women. They thought that was leadership. They thought that was teaching. They thought if they shamed your body, that they were just helping you. Also in this time period, when I was raised, even though women were in the workplace, I was taught it's too manly that women have a place, that women shouldn't be in the workplace, they shouldn't be outside playing in dirt. I was that child that loved to climb trees, that loved to play with the little cars the little boys were playing with. I was the brave one who jumped off of ladders on a swimming pool at a high height, while my boy cousins sat back and were scared to do so. I was the child out there raking the lawn, rototillering the garden, helping my grandfather plant the corn. But I was still taught It's not a woman's place. I remember a time where we didn't have seat belts in the car. We sat on the middle hump in the front seat while mom or dad drove us around. So in having been raised this way, but what the harshness, the body shaming, the perfectionism, and the micromanaging taught me was toxic guilt. It means that as an adult, I don't want the attention from becoming successful. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been successful. And because I just uploaded some videos about obstacles in your way of success and becoming successful and all that, I felt it would be important for me to also pinpoint where some people hold themselves back from success. And certainly, I am one of those people. Because of my upbringing, I think guilt is instilled in me. When you spend your childhood being told you're not worthy, and I don't want to make it sound like people actually said that to me. Nobody ever said I wasn't worthy. It was everything about the upbringing, though. When you go through that, as many people did in my generation, it instills unworthiness and toxic guilt. We have to look forward to our success story. Leave the past behind because it's crippling. Just erase it from your mind. Look forward to your success. Any obstacle that's in your path, including your upbringing or your thoughts or the shame and guilt that has been instilled in you from years of the way you were raised. Sometimes parents mean well, but they force you to believe what they believe. Thankfully, I had my own mind. The way certain people believed in my family, I didn't copy them, thankfully. I chose different paths. But it's still in my subconscious. And it still tells me I'm not worthy. I'll never make it. I'll never be anything. And because of that, and if you're going through the same thing, we need to realize it's all false. None of that's true. And once we get past that, that's your deep conscientious level. Even if you're not thinking about it until you come across this video and then you're like, yeah, wow, I went through some of that too. You don't realize how much it hinders you in adulthood until it's an obstacle in your way. So therefore, you have to set it aside. Think of today as a brand new day. Think of today as a day, a new beginning. Imagine if you never had that in your life. Imagine if you just woke up one day and everything before you was an opportunity. That's how you have to think going forward. Everything at your feet is an opportunity. And you're not going to think about yourself like shameful. You're not going to think those horrible thoughts about yourself anymore. You're not going to let the stern upbringing or the way you were raised stand in your way of your success. Instead, look at it as a step stool. I'm saying in order to get through it so you can become successful, you have to move past the toxic guilt and shame. You have to move past it. You have to move beyond it. Because if you don't, it will always forever hold you back. So think of all that toxic guilt and shame as a step stool. And you're going to step on it and you're going to step over it so that you can go to your success spot, your finish line. And with that, I just wanted to say, let not the past hold you from your present. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.